Hey, this is Emily at Oz Inflatable Kayaks, and this is the i.a.t.a.k Inflatable Fishing Kayak from Wilderness Systems. This is Australia's first full drop stitch inflatable fishing kayak. It's amazing, and I'm going to go through what makes it so good in this video. So the first thing is that it's full drop stitch. Drop stitch is basically when they stitch the top and the bottom of the chamber together so that you can inflate it to quite high pressure and it becomes very rigid. So both the deck and the floor of this kayak are drop stitch. When you combine that full drop stitch rigidity with this ergo seating system, this is amazing. So you get this beautifully supportive seat, adjustable straps, clips in so if you flip you don't lose it. You can pop your tackle box in there, but then it folds down into a booster seat. That combined also with the EVA foam padding here, watch what you can do with this kayak. So there's me folding down so I can sit up and you can see I'm raised. I can see the fish. I can turn behind me and access my gear, but then wait for it. I can stand up. And you really can stand up. Like, it's not difficult. It's beautifully balanced. They've done an amazing job with the stability of this kayak. And the ability to sort of either sit and cast and see where you're going or to stand up and cast. This is like no other kayak. You can't just take this seat and put it in another inflatable kayak. The balance is not there. The rigidity is not there. So this is a game changer. Like, we've never seen this before with inflatable fishing kayaks. I'm really, really excited about it. Not only that, the ergo seat's really comfy too. Like, if you're not interested in standing up, you just want to sit, it's a really, really nice seat. And you can see my feet there are braced as well. So this is the foot peg system that comes with it. It's totally optional. If you don't want to use it, you just don't put it in, but you can adjust where they are. And I found with fishing, kayak fishing in particular, people will go for a long time, and that foot support really helps support your lower back, and you can use your whole body in the paddling motion. You may not want those foot pegs in though, because this is a huge kayak, 295 kilogram capacity. You could easily fit kids and dogs in this kayak. So some people might just be buying it as the family kayak that they can sort of chuck everybody in. It really is very large. You would have to be very, very tall to not fit this kayak. If you had your feet there, if you were very tall, your foot brace would be this item here, but there's heaps of space. It's absolutely beautiful for space. Now, one of my big bugbears about the existing inflatable fishing kayaks on the market is they're just dreadful to paddle, like truly awful. And part of the reason is the width. So the standard inflatable fishing kayak that you see at your chain stores, 110 centimeters wide. That's 1.1. I can't even get it in the screen. 1.1 meters wide. Like, what the? This one's 96.5. So still wide. Like, that's the widest inflatable kayak we sell by a long shot, but significantly narrower. And you can tell the way I'm paddling here, I'm not having to lean over to reach the water. That's a big deal, guys. Big deal. So I love that. The other thing that makes this really good is this displacement hull. You can see it here, how it peels the water either side so that you're not waggling so much when you paddle. That's it there. And you can see how it's because it goes down into the water, and you've also got this fin. Makes a huge difference, makes it a really pleasurable paddling experience. You can see how easy I'm cruising along here, and you can see how that waggle is really minimal. Like, for a fishing kayaks are not known for their performance in the water, and yet there is that displacement hull, peeling the water aside. Very impressive. Now, what does everyone want on a fishing kayak? They want mounts. They want mounts everywhere, and this kayak delivers in spades. So we got mounts here and here and here. Note that they're not next to you like on some kayaks, because when a mount is next to you, if you put a rod in it, you're hitting it with your paddle as you paddle. You've also got one in front here. This is really good actually for drink holders and whatnot. You've got the rail system here. This is optional. It comes with the kayak, but you don't have to use it if you don't want to. We have some really cool feature. We got rail mounts, the Railblazer rail mount system that gives you the starport, and then with the starport, the world is your oyster. They've got a million products you can strap on there. There's also a camera mount at the front here, and then you've got a lot of D-rings at the back here, because this area is perfect for like the Pelican Exo crate, the Railblazer gear hub, you know, big sort of fishing boxes that you can easily take your gear in and out. Now, the mounts that it comes with are your standard universal mounts. You can bolt on, this example here is the Starport, Railblazer Starport HD. Bear in mind that the bolts are sold separately. It doesn't come with bolts for some reason. Now, the other alternative is the Scotty Bait Custom mount. They both work great with these mounts. they've also given you a fin box. So this is another question we get all the time with inflatable fishing kayaks. Can I use a propeller, right? So in this case, yes, there's a SUP fin box on the bottom, and pretty well all the propellers, the fin box propellers fit the SUP fin box. So you slide and lock and away you go. Really easy. Now, a problem with inflatable kayaks that are used for fishing kayaks, is they get stinky and dirty. So this kayak is fantastic because there's no fabric, and there's a bit, you can't see it in the pictures because it's always under the seat. But there's a big well under the seat with a bung at the bottom. So you prop it up, hose it out, and all of the yuckiness just drains out of the well. It's a really good design. Now, the kayak itself, so kayak plus seat plus fin plus foot pegs plus rail, is 22 kilograms. You need to be able to lift that. In the bag, it's all 26 kilograms. That just adds the bag and the pump and the repair kit. Now, because that's, heavier for an inflatable kayak, they've given you wheels on this bag. It's pretty cool. These weights are nothing compared to a hard shell fishing kayak, but they are a little high for an inflatable fishing kayak, so you want to make sure you can lift it. Bear in mind that the seat straps on the outside, okay? So if you're looking at the dimensions, just be aware that you would need to account for that seat. Now, in terms of setup, let's see what we've got here. Right, so it's pretty simple. You take everything out of the bag, unfold the kayak. It's a really easy roll. It literally just rolls up from stern to bow because that's how you push the air out. The there's a couple of optional things. So the accessory frame is optional, but if you're going to do it, you must do it at the start. You can't get it in once the kayak's inflated. The foot pegs also optional. They're easier when the deck is semi-inflated. You can technically put them in after it's inflated. It's just slightly challenging. All the chambers are 10 to 12 psi, 10 if you're a bit lighter, 12 if you're a bit heavier. Now, I'm going to say this straight up. Buy the 12-volt kayak and SUP pump with this kayak. It comes with an electric pump, but it's this little D battery inflator. It doesn't pressurize the kayak, and then you still have to use the hand pump, which it also comes with. It is a very large kayak, and it's very high pressure, so it is absolutely worth purchasing an electric pump. Any electric pump on the market will do the trick, but you definitely want to get that. It's about 10.5 minutes for me to inflate this and clip in the fin with an electric pump, just to give you an idea of time. Safety-wise, so although this kayak is branded as Wilderness Systems, it was actually designed by Advanced Elements. They're all under the same Pelican umbrella, and they have a 25-year track record of designing and manufacturing really high quality and safe inflatable kayaks. They know all the standards inside out and all the US Coast Guard laws and all of that. So they always have two chambers, at least two chambers that are large and can sustain you if something happens to the other one, which this does. And then what they've done with this kayak, which I love, is they've put a pressure release valve. So inflatable kayaks can get overinflation damage. People sometimes are calling me saying, but I didn't overinflate it. I used the gauge. I only did, 12 psi. But what they don't realize is that air pressure is relative to temperature. So if you pull this out of the water would be keeping it cool normally, right? If you pull it out of the water and you leave it in the sun on a hot day, the pressure's going to go up and up and up. So I love that they've given us a pressure release valve to reduce the chance of damage. Now, if you have any questions about the i.a.t.a.k inflatable kayak from Wilderness Systems, please get in touch. This is Emily at Oz Inflatable Kayaks.